Hello. Hey, everyone. Cracking soon.
go out of focus when I do that? It's not my laptop, it's not my fault. Swear to God. All right. Shall we open this meeting? Everyone ready? Nathan, you good? All right. Let's open this meeting at 4:32 p.m. Sydney time. Here is our agenda. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. We've got a little bit to get through. We've got a fair amount of nominations to get through. We'll probably get them up to say a few words. Nathan can handle that. So here is our existing committee or board. There's a couple of us that will be exiting, which Nathan will again address, and the positions available. Whoops. And my fantastic staff, who I'd like to say thank you to for all the hard work. Kelly for always making these things possible. Tim for having my back, and Marcus for dealing with all our development-related things. And of course Kelly, who makes sure there's money, the other Kelly, who makes sure there's money in the bank. You should have a copy, I think, of the minutes from the last meeting. No? Anyone ready? Who was here last year that would like to pass a motion for passing the minutes from the last AGM 2017? Mr. Whitten? Cool. Anyone want to second that? Who's here? Well, I know you were here, so I can't remember you being here. So, anyone got anything they want to add to that, or any issues? No. Everyone happy? Cool. Oh, well, let's pass those. Easy. My report. Okay, we've done quite a lot of things this year. There's still quite a lot of things to do, which the new board will have the pleasure of finishing, hopefully. One of the big significant things that we're working on was the charter, or the governance/charter, which I think we'll probably elaborate more when we actually get something finalised, but this has consumed a significant amount of time for the committee, and it's just to help try and get a distinction between our operations and our governance, our board, what they do, how it works, and give us as operational people a kind of, or the staff, a kind of direction on how they can just move forward and just get the job done. It's very close. I think we're, probably about 90% through, and I think most of us are fairly happy with it, but it's not complete, and hopefully this year the new committee will be able to smash through that and have something there for next year to report on. Upgrades. Tim and myself have been hitting the upgrades in Sydney quite hard. We're upgrading our ring in Sydney to a N by 100 gig ring. It's not live yet. It's there. We're testing it. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll make the move to switch over to that, and we'll be able to offer things such as 100 gig holes. Yay! So we've decided on the price for 100 gig. It's going to be the same as 40. The caveat is we're going to make you pay for the optic because they're very expensive still. So if you want to go 100 gig, you can order that now on the portal, or come chat to us and see what we can do for you. It's selected sites at the moment. That was easy. Did I miss something? I think I did. Oh, Osnog. We're sponsoring Osnog this year. Yay! We've been on the waiting list for like ever. We sponsored the first one at the very beginning, and haven't sponsored since. So I think that's pretty good that we're giving back to the NOG, and hopefully we'll continue to do so indefinitely, because it's a great conference. And if you're not going, shame on you. Cool. Well, that was pretty brief. It was quick, short and sweet. Oh, I forgot about that one, didn't I? Where's my slide gone? Okay, I know, I just smashed through it. My apologies. Not a good speaker. So there's a couple of data centres, specifically in the Sydney North area, that are so close together that we have a requirement to obviously touch now, and we've done our sort of like our studies on it to see whether or not putting active gear in versus just running fibre, what's going to be cheaper for us. And the cost benefit for us, I mean, the advantage for us to run fibre is it's a capex expense, and pretty much those short distances, we don't pay a lot over a 3-year term. If we were to put active gear in, it'd cost us a lot more over 3 years versus putting some glass in the ground. So we're trying this out. We're going to run fibre from NextDC S1 to S2, and we're going to run fibre from S1 to Fujitsu data centre, because we've got a handful of peers at Fuji waiting to connect up. And the cost to do that, we basically recover that cost in about 3 years, and then have that asset in the ground. We have a copious amounts of glass in the ground after that. So we're open to ideas of what we could do with this glass. We're obviously going to long line peering. That's the core requirement for doing this, but the sky's the limit, right? So come chat to the committee, come chat to myself, give me some ideas, let's talk about things. Might not stop there, it might stop there. Depends on the success, you know. Depends if, you know, we can recover that cost quickly, get some more funding behind us to do the next one, and hopefully we might rinse and repeat, who knows. But yeah, effectively the S1, S2 build was the driver for that. We've got a bunch of people that are going to go in there that want a PR, and we just didn't want to put active gear in there, you know, pay for the gear, pay for the rack space, pay for the power. It's just down the road, fibre in, once off, you know, minimal operational expense versus, you know, active gear. So I'm confident it's going to work well. The costs are there, it stacks up. I'm happy to chat about more, so ask me questions or come and see me when we have a beer or two. Happy with that? Yeah, sweet. All right. Nathan has a ton of things to do, so let's get him up here and...
The fibre was in your technical report.
Sorry?
The fibre stuff's in your technical report.
Ah, it is too. Oh, there you go. I'll talk about it later.
You pushed in too soon. Absolutely. Thank you again, everyone, for coming, and thanks, Joe. So yeah, like Joe said, I have to deal with all the fun things. Well, this is not so fun. So this year we have 3 people that will be departing the board: Joe, Shane and Ian. Special thanks goes especially to Joe, who's been on the board for an extremely long time, and same to Shane. They're also some of the oldest members and the longest standing from Western Australia, and since the name change, after today's meeting, there will be no Western Australian people left on the board. Mainly because no one nominated, which is a bit disappointing, which hopefully we can change next year. But yeah, thank you very much to Joe and to Shane specifically, because they've put in a lot of effort. That then brings us to the people who have nominated to be elected onto the board this year. I won't read through them because everyone can see them and you've been emailed them. There are a few of those people here. I know Dave Allen's here. I think MMC's here. Trent might be here as well, I think. If any of these people that are here want to come up and say a few words, there are still, we've had a lot of votes online, but there are still quite a few votes to be cast here today. So if anyone here would like to come and say a few words quickly. Come on. Hey, Dave Brown, thank you.
My name's David Brown. I'm the current treasurer. I think the association's a great thing for the industry. I'm hoping to stay on with some votes. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks.
He's saving all these words of wisdom for his treasurer's report. Is there anyone else before I move on? Pushed him into it, Dave.
Hi everyone, my name is Trent Farrell, if you haven't met me. Yeah, I've been a member of IAA through a whole lot of different corporate memberships throughout the years, and yeah, hoping to bring my experience to the board. Cheers.
Thanks, Trent.
I need to complain about my name. It's 2 T's. I'm Matthew Morrowcroft. Currently I'm at Oracle, and I was at obviously Amazon for a while, Internode, various other places. I'm currently on the Osnog board and the board of the Seattle Internet Exchange, And I've had a lot to do with internet exchanges on, in fact, every continent. So I suspect I bring quite a bit of experience to the board, and hope you think that that's a wise choice. Thanks.
Cheers. Thanks, MC.
Hello, my name is Cameron, representing Superloop, and vote for Trent and Matthew. But no, it would be really good to represent, especially Tier 2 service providers, when the NBN coming in, crushing all our margins. Yeah, it's more important that we band together now than it ever has been. So yeah, be good to represent you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Cam. We looks like I got two more. It's a barrage now.
What are these here for?
They're mine. They're very good.
Oh, are they? My name is David Allen. I'm nominated for both corporate and professional. I've been on the board previously under Virtutel a year ago. I was on for 2 years. I'd like to come back because I'd like to hopefully help the association go and start looking at going towards getting an advisory board set up, especially to tackle issues like the NBN, all the cybersecurity things that are coming up now, and a number of other issues which need to affect all of us, both as being service providers and also being application service providers in the marketplace going forward, and further developing to actually look at new ways and new things that the actual IX can do as well, and not just its traditional IX. So would like to add my input onto the board again, and hopefully we'll be able to do some good things over the next couple of years. Thank you.
I'm also going to complain about lack of teas. Who wrote this? Hi, my name's Matt. I've come from South Australia. I would like to say, gently pushed to put my name up this year. I want to bring a fresh set of experience onto the board and help represent some of the smaller players in the market, especially MSPs. A lot of MSPs are starting to get their grips with networks and coming onto peering fabric, so I'd like to help them along and introduce them to the board and get their advice flowing. Thank you.
I'm Jonathan from Vostranet, bottom corner. We're a student-based internet provider out of Brisbane. Really big fan of peering because students download everything from content, porn and everything else, which is a lot of peering, so saves us a lot of money. So big fan of peering, and want to be on the board to promote that.
Cheers. Thanks very much, everyone. All right. Most of you, if you have read the email, will realise that there is a special resolution that needs to be voted in today. Over the last 12 months, as Joe mentioned, the board has spent a lot of time consulting with the Associations Forum to make sure that our governance is up to scratch and just manage things that we do better. Coming from this was several changes that need to be made to our rules. For these changes to take place, they had to be voted by the membership. So we've already received a large amount of votes online, which is fantastic. And the people that have to vote today, you have a section, there's a ballot slip in regards to this. If you haven't read them by email, Kelly does have several copies of the rules and also a summary of them as well. So you can have a quick browse over them before you vote on it. So yeah, Kelly, if you would like to read through them, Kelly does have copies of them as well. All right, so there are around 15 people that are here today who haven't voted yet. If you'd like to vote, if you could go to Kelly now and get your voting slips, and we'll cast the votes, and we'll just stop the meeting for 2 or 3 minutes while everyone deals with that. Hi, Dave. Dave's next. Yeah, so I guess they're going to... Yeah, because we'll work out who won.
Yeah, well, yeah. Once everyone's back.
To be honest, there's a reason I haven't summarised them, and that's because it doesn't matter if everyone today votes to do that. So I was going to summarise. We had over 60 online votes, which would really be great if someone had given me a copy of it, but I might, yeah. Hello, champion. How's it going? Yes, please. Cheers, thank you very much. If everyone who doesn't need to get something from Kelly or hasn't voted, if you go back to your seats, we'll continue the meeting on now. Do you want to go outside and tell anyone that's outside that's not waiting for Kelly? Champion, thank you. Stragglers at the back, if you could make your way back to your seats, it'd be fantastic. All right, we'll continue on. Just to go back to my original point about the special resolution, I just want to make it clear that the rule changes are available on the website. If anyone hasn't read them and they are interested and want to read what changes have been approved or not approved here today, you can get them on the website. I'm sorry that we didn't have a draft slide. We just assumed that everyone would read them. So we'll move on to the Treasurer's report, and I'll go and count the votes, and we'll hand over to Dave Brown. Thanks, Dave.
There's lollies up here.
There is a fantastic.
To sum it up, it's pretty much the same as last year. All the growth really happened last year with the expansion into the East Coast. There's a copy of the financials. If you haven't got one, the rough figures are income was 1,898,430 in 2017. And this closing financial year, it was 2,151,629. So we've... Kelly didn't have a chance to do any slides because I asked her to last minute. That's fine. So we are a cost-based recovery organisation. Last year we announced the universal port pricing, where we brought 10 gig pricing down to 350. So even making the services cheaper, we've managed to make more revenue, which is great. As Joe mentioned, this is not so much a this financial year thing, but it's very fresh in my mind. We have always had term deposits and cash in the bank to do network upgrades. We have infrastructure in Perth, in the QV1 building. If things go bang there, it's very expensive to replace, so we can't spend all of the money in the kitty. But we do have money which has allowed us to do things like the fibre project, big capital intensive projects, the 100 gig ring upgrade. Unfortunately, guys like NextDC have not built their data centres near anyone that we care about. And the optics and the transmission gear are expensive for a relatively small player like IX Australia. So you guys are using more bandwidth, we're having to spend more money on equipment. We don't get it for free. We try and get it cheaper than the regular guy. If there's any equipment vendors in the room that want to give away free shit, we're all about it. And that's pretty much it. We gave a loan, we established New Zealand IX and formed a like association over there. And I've been told that they've almost finished paying back the loan to set that up. So that's also a good thing. And yeah, that's about it, kind of money-wise. Thank you.
Oh, yay. Okay. This slide hasn't changed from last year. This is what we do. Here's a bunch of our sites. So the difference from last year are the purple ones. They are now live. The red... Purple ones. What? So the red ones are in progress or maybes. That's purple, man. I just blame the projector. It's purple. Thanks. And there's a couple there as well. So we've got a couple. Let's go back. We got one. So B2, Fuge, Macquarie IC2, which we have this guy appearing out there at the moment, which is cool. And here we go, WA. So Equinix PE2, the old Metronode in Shenton Park, PDC in Canning Vale, and there's a couple more that we're looking at building, hopefully this year, maybe. Here we go, some stats. So here's some growth. Sydney's pretty big. It's a pretty big jump, so we've seen significant growth, hence the need to upgrade our ring. Everywhere's grown. A lot of that's contributed to the content we put on the fabric ourselves. Some nice routes. There you go. So Sydney jumped a fair bit. That's now over 61,000 as of yesterday. Yeah, HE, level 3, Telin, they've all appeared recently. So that's, yep, NTT, thank you. So yeah, we've got a few new peers on that have bolstered that a little bit, as well as Melbourne, VicIX, Hurricanes there too. Here's our peers. So we're still growing, which is good. We're still getting more peers on, which means more money to do more cool things for our members. And hopefully we'll get some 100 gig holes moving forward, which will be nice. And here's our growth. Those dips are usually related to people peeling off and doing P&Is and whatnot, traffic moving, other exchanges, maybe outages, maybe. Don't know. No, not our outages. So look, it's healthy. Look, we're growing. Sydney by far is growing crazy. However, everywhere else is growing quite well. We don't talk about ACT. Any questions? No. It doesn't. There's like 4 peers out there. It doesn't really do it. There's no traffic. It's in Transact, and when people want cross connects, it's like $1,300 a month for a cross connect. So no one peers there. That will probably change. We're looking at a few options out there. Hopefully, we'll introduce something in Canberra soon. Watch this space. Any other questions? No? Cool. All right. Have we counted? Where's our... Kelly? Hello?
Still counting.
Still counting.
Run out of fingers and toes.
Cool. Well, ask me another question. No?
What oil have you been using for that beard?
Secret. I don't want your beard to look better than mine. Oh. No. This is serious. This is AGM.
Can I ask a serious question?
Yeah.
Do you hold a carrier license, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. So there's no problem with the fibre in the ground?
Nope.
That's it.
Yeah.
And also, what about the metadata retention stuff?
We do what we need to do.
What's that exactly?
I can't discuss it. It's like ICP. We do what we need to do. Can't discuss it. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Where's the little portable mic? It was about our carrier license. We have a carrier license and data retention. We comply. Come on, any questions? Oh, you done?
I'm ready to go.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone, and thanks Joe, even though I didn't hear it, I'm sure it was fantastic. I'll watch it online later. The election results. So firstly, in regards to the special resolution, this passed with a far majority. So thank you to everyone who voted yes for those rule changes. It certainly makes it easier for the association to be governed by the board and just in general. In regards to the election for board members, in the corporate class, obviously there's 3 seats this year in this class and there's 2 seats in personal. So in the corporate class, Cameron Ferdinand from Superloop. Congratulations, Cameron. David Allen from Virtutel. So David nominated in both classes, and by default, he selected that he would like to be elected into the corporate class. He was actually elected in both by a fairly reasonable amount. So thanks, Dave. You won twice. So Dave will sit in the corporate class. And the third one is David Brown, our treasurer from anti-clockwise/next hop. In the personal class, there was 2 seats, as I mentioned. First one goes to Matthew Moyle-Croft, MMC. And the second one went to Jason Dow. So Jason's not here yet, but... So look, that's everything from me. Thank you everyone who voted online. This is the first year we've done online voting, but it was a vast success. So the majority of people voted online, even the people that are here today, and it just made Kelly and my process so much easier. So thank you for doing that. And look, Joe, you close the meeting.
Thanks, Nathan. So with voting, we're going to hopefully, we've talked about it, and hopefully next year we'll probably try and do it all online, I think, and have it ready to rock and roll when everyone's here. That's it. I think we're done. If you have any questions, thanks, man. Come see me and we'll have a chat. Let's close the meeting at 5:04 p.m. Sydney time. Thank you everyone for coming. Lollies.
All right. They came out good.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, cool. You don't have to worry so much about it now.
Yeah, I'll get them.
But I think it's a good idea. What do you mean? Yeah. We've always had that problem. We've always had that problem, and they will have to make it very clear. Not being involved at all if we choose to take services or whatever. I want to read